Yes, greetings to yourself and my fellow panelists and to our viewers out there. I was fighting as much as possible not to react to any one individual submissions, so I can keep it as non-personal as possible. But I'd just like to quickly throw in that Ras Mubarak, I'm not quite sure where you stand on this, because it looks like you're fighting from two positions. But no. I can let it slide for now. Anyway, yes, this is in support, or this comes as vindication for our call for a new constitution, because for a very long time that has been our main campaign message, that we need to change our constitution, in that it has outlived its purpose. It was not written in the spirit of unity and equality of all men. And that is why we've diagnosed all the problems in our country and realized that every single thing points back to our constitution. So even tonight's conversation, you realize that people cannot be definitive on what is supposed to be the right thing or the wrong thing. People are trying to make excuses around the issues. But let me touch on this quickly. Whatever you want to call it, ex-gratia or gratuity or whatever it is, we're saying that a very small section of privileged, highly privileged people are eating up a huge sum of the nation's resources, and this cannot be allowed to continue any longer. We said that if you look at the Institute for Statistical, Social and Economic Research of the University of Ghana, ISA, they came out with a report in 2020 that suggested that 9.2 million Ghanaians cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis worth of food a day. I'll repeat that. The Institute for Statistical, Social and Economic Research of the University of Ghana came out with a report in 2020 that suggested or estimated that 9.2 million Ghanaians cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis a day. Now, if you look at our current population figures, that stands at around 30 million people. It says nearly 1/3 of that population cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis on food a day. To put it in proper perspective, it means if you take 3 Ghanaians, 1 out of those 3 cannot afford 5 Ghana cedis. Now, mind you, a ball of kenke is going for 3 Ghana cedis, which means if any individual in that 9.2 million wants to even eat once a day, that's going to be a very, very big challenge. In fact, it will be nothing short of a miracle. Now, here we are having in the same country, you're talking about a very small section of the public service that is taking outrageous salaries and benefits. And I'm saying this is not even apart from the salaries and the allowances. You're looking at a huge chunk of money that's given to them at the end of their 4-year tenure. And in fact, what makes it more annoying is that after every 4 years, if they happen to be re-elected into office, they would continue to collect that same, whatever you want to call it, gratuity or whatever it is. I'll give a typical example. Our current Speaker of Parliament, with a greater respect, is the longest serving parliamentarian in the 4th Republic. He has been in Parliament since 1992, which means every single 4 years he has been taking that so-called ex-gratia up to today. But meanwhile, public sector workers have not been paid. NACO beneficiaries have not been paid. Nurses, people who are contributing much more time and efforts to the development of this country have been sidelined and have not been taken care of for a very long time. We have a new curriculum that has been rolled out, but we've not been able to provide textbooks to our students. So we're saying, yes, it's good to always make our elected representatives or public servants comfortable so they can deliver to the utmost of their ability. But we're saying in certain instances, when the nation is struggling to deal with the meager finances that we have, we cannot continue to pay out such huge monies, which are most of the time outrageous.
Okay.
We're saying